locked into You Are Urban iPlay Radio, the world's first urban podcast network.
Lose £5 in 5 days with ISOT. ISOT sponsors the Two Urban Guys.
Yeah, they need some real brothers critiquing the movie.
Yeah, giving up the real shit.
Right, man. You dig?
Real brothers.
Yeah, welcome
Oh my goodness.
to another episode of Two Urban Guys at the Movies. It's like episode 19 now.
I was just about to say,
Yeah,
I
it's
actually didn't know
definitely-
which number it was.
It's definitely 19. I don't want to make that mistake.
Oh snap!
again
Okay,
still.
I didn't even realize. Why are you so together today? Like you got it on the top of the notes and everything.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Alright.
You gotta come correct, bruv.
But you smashed
it's there still.
It feels like it's been a long time since we recorded, fam.
It feels like it. Not too long, but
It just feels like it's been a long time.
yeah. It
Do
feels
you know
like
what I
it's
mean?
been a long time.
I've missed
still.
the show.
No, definitely. I mean, like, just in case you're a new listener as well, and you're just checking in, what we basically do, we review movies with an urban twist.
Yes.
You know, we give you the real reviews of how we feel about movies, basically, and we do it in a way where it might be controversial to some people. I'm gonna say some stuff. You know what? Can I just say, one of our guests has just walked off coughing, which I find hilarious. Hopefully you can pick up what's going on. So,
You know what? We might as well actually let everybody know that we actually got we got a bunch of guests
yeah,
in the studio
people up in the
today.
audience.
Okay, I want to say this actually. Let me say this. There's a reason we got the full crew. We got the mandem in the room today. I mean, not everybody's on the mic. Some are just hanging out because certain amount of high. But the thing is, we're all here today together because it is Enigma's birthday.
Yeah. Good, man. It's good look.
Sorry, what? What? Oh, make some noise for Enigma on his birthday. Yeah. So yeah, we're all here
man.
today, you know, almost like half celebrating Enigma's birthday and half about to do another podcast to give you another episode of Two Other Guys at the Movies. So yeah, are we just gonna shall we introduce them or let them introduce themselves?
I think let them introduce themselves.
They might be too high to talk.
No, though. Why do you keep mentioning that?
I like it. It's funny. It's good.
All right,
it's good
all right,
because
that's
it lets the audience know that
That we smoke illicit drugs.
it's not drugs though.
What is it?
It's not drugs, man.
It's from the earth.
It's from the earth.
Here
God
we
placed
go.
it here for me
Here
and
we
you.
go.
Take advantage, man. Take
Here
advantage.
we go.
Okay, to my left, who's in the house?
You got Dan, known as the Woo.
That's the one. I think that was cough residue. That was cough residue left over. That's why you couldn't get your
Some
name out.
mix, nigga.
Rub it on your chest.
You need rub. You know? You need some rub. You know rub? When you rub it on your chest. You rub it on your chest.
So keep going out to the left. That was Woo. To the left.
Yeah, this is drama.
Why are you coughing as well now? Like,
Come on, man.
man's passing the flu.
Yeah, I'm not
Around the
feeling good
table.
now. It's like I'm eating some dry ass biscuits and it's just
See, that's
What?
that's
throat
just
in my
munch,
throat.
That's just munchy
just
talk.
stuck right in the back
All
of
right,
the
keep
throat.
moving around to the
Sorry,
left.
drama.
What up, people? My name's Gremlin. I'm here too. Yeah,
Gremlin's
having a
in
good
the
time.
building.
Celebrating the big man's birthday. So
Yeah, that's safe, man. I appreciate
really
it.
good.
Appreciate everyone coming out still.
And that's
like,
the
I
birthday
really
guy
do.
right there, talking seen as he's forgetting that ENG didn't introduce
Oh, yeah. Sorry. Let me introduce myself. I'm Enigma. And yeah, like, I appreciate all the mans coming out still. You know.
Oh, well, the two. There's other guys that are not on the mic right now. I'm gonna shout them out. Flames is in the building, and Ace is in the building. From Cut the Chat fame, he's just hanging out in the studio as he does.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're gonna jump in and discuss some movies.
Oh, definitely,
Enigma.
bro. Definitely.
Hold on, did I actually introduce myself? I didn't.
No, you didn't.
Shame. I'm Kwame, the other half of the Two Urban Guys.
Yeah.
No homo.
Yeah.
Because I did say other half.
Yeah. Would you mind not saying that?
My
Let's
bad.
leave that catchsphrase behind.
My
Yeah?
bad.
If you don't mind, yeah.
My bad.
Weird. Where's your other half?
No, but wait, hold on, wait, hey, Ace, didn't you lot used to say like I swear when you was troublemakers of radio, you used to say, oh shame, okay, my bad. I swear you used to
That's
say
a
other
lot
half.
better than the other
okay, my
half.
bad. I swear you used to say other half. Sorry, my bad, just me. Sorry. I'm high.
Yeah.
Sorry, yeah, go on. So, Enigma. What's the first film we're gonna do, man?
So I mean, we're gonna jump into one of the films that came out. Actually, came out 1st of July, so it's been out for a little while still.
Just giving everybody a month to see it.
Yeah. Hopefully, you had a chance to see it. And like I know a lot of people got stuff going on this summer now. It's been getting a bit hot. People wearing less, you know, things are going on. You might not want to go into a cinema and watch something. So it's like this film. I mean, it's a comedy that, for me, I was very surprised with, and it was a comedy that.
Why were you surprised?
Because I didn't expect it to be as funny as it was. I'm gonna be real.
Okay,
I'm gonna be real.
That's an interesting take.
So yeah, so this film that we're gonna review today is Central Intelligence, starring
Kevin Hart and Dwayne Johnson. Actually, you should have said Dwayne Johnson first because his name was billed first.
Don't matter.
Yeah, I know. It doesn't matter. Okay, so I'm gonna jump in on the synopsis. Yeah. Enigma, why is the synopsis so long, fam? You just want me to make mistakes. This is what it is.
I kind of did.
That was. I bet you added words in for no reason as well.
I actually cleaned it up with it.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, there was a bit more. There was a bit
okay.
more.
So no grammatical errors. Okay, I'm going to jump in. So this is the synopsis of Central Intelligence for everybody.
Have you drunk enough juice before you show?
Yeah, I have.
Please.
I'm not going to have no tell my wife.
I don't want to cough. I don't want to hear nothing.
Okay, I'm going to go all the way through here. Okay, so this is the synopsis. The story follows a one-time bullied geek, Bob Stone, The Rock, who grew up to be a lethal CIA agent, coming home from his high school reunion. Claiming to be on a top-secret case, he enlists the help of former big man on campus, and you definitely have to do, like, speech marks with that because he's not big. Kevin Hart, now an accountant who misses his glory days. But before the staid... Okay, wait. Did you did that on purpose? You did that on purpose? But what the hell is that?
Like, I swear to you.
Is that a real word?
I didn't know that was there.
Is that a real word?
I don't know. I didn't check it that much. Stayed.
Okay, before the staid number crunch. That's a real word, please. You're a teacher. Graham, school me. Is that a real word?
I think the word is stead, but I think it might be valid. It can go.
Nah, you're actually a liberty on this one. You set me up.
So
you
it's a real
set
word.
me up. You
So
set
you
me
got
up.
it wrong.
I believe you set me up, but I'm gonna carry on. I'm gonna carry on, but you set me up. The state number cruncher realizes what he's getting into. It's too late to get out as his increasingly unpredictable new friend drags him through a world of shootouts, double crosses, and espionage that could get them both killed in more ways than Calvin can count.
Whoa. So that's Central Intelligence.
Oh, so
that's it. That's it.
See, okay.
That's
The
it.
extra bit was okay.
No,
okay, see.
So that's Central Intelligence.
You
man.
set me up though. I just want you to.
I didn't set you up, man. It's a real word.
I don't believe
it. Check it out. Check it
I
out.
will.
Check if stayed is a real word.
I will.
Why did it throw you off so much as well?
Did, because I wasn't expecting it.
Daniel, I don't know, bruv.
Nah. Sorry.
Yeah, you don't get ratings for that. You don't get
Okay.
ratings for that.
No. Okay, sorry. Central Intelligence.
So, I mean,
Can we
who
just...
on the panel has actually seen Central Intelligence?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
One.
Yeah?
Yeah, I've seen it.
Okay, all right.
Two.
Yeah, I seen it.
Well, let me hear what you think or what you thought of Central Intelligence.
Surprisingly, I enjoyed it. I didn't think I would because it just felt like Kevin played the same character all over again. But I actually, weirdly enough, enjoyed it.
Very low-key assessment and review there. This is an interview, bro.
All right, let me go. I think basically, I enjoyed it, and I think the reason why I enjoyed it is the fact that, in my eyes, I just feel they kind of played down Kevin Hart's character a little bit more and bigged up The Rock's character more to make it seem like I think they know that if we do Kevin is to like have the more script, everybody's gonna think same old Kevin.
Yeah,
and I think Hollywood knows this, and I think they purposely played down his
Toning
character.
him down a bit,
Yeah,
so
toned him
toning
down.
him down.
Because when you watch the film, he's like all these. I mean, he had a few converse with members and stuff, but they weren't as long as he would normally do if he was in one of his standalone films. Yeah. So it's like I felt that they toned him down a lot and bigged up Rock a little bit more, and I think that really helped helped the film be more successful than what people might have thought. Because I think a lot of people were surprised about how this film turned out. Because I think I spoke to a few people and I think, this is gonna be shit. Like it's the same old Kevin. It's like I'm just gonna wait for it to come on DVD. But I think a lot of people's presently surprised about how they doing it. Okay. So in my eyes, I think that was a good film.
Good little film.
Yeah.
Graham, how did you feel about it?
Agreed, man. I enjoyed it. I think the downplay of Kevin Hart's... I agree with what Drama said, actually. The downplay of Kevin Hart meant The Rock had more space. And he was actually pretty funny as well. I think his intro is good. Didn't really like the gay undertones, but the film develops. You know what I mean? They both had characters. And I think, interesting enough, Kevin Hart didn't do a bad job of playing a semi-dramatic role. Do you know what I mean?
The straight
showed
man.
He had a
The
bit
straight
of,
man.
exactly.
Yeah,
As opposed to... Bit of acting chops there, you know what I mean?
Yeah. So you enjoyed it as well?
Overall, definitely, man, yeah.
Okay.
Kwame?
Why are you trying to leave yourself to last? Okay.
I'm not believing myself to last. I said I thought it was funny.
Because it's your birthday and it's all right.
No. Okay, let me go then. Let me go.
It's cool. Let me go.
Should I stayed? Say what I'm going to say.
All right, let me
go.
start by saying it is a real word.
Stayed is a real word, isn't it?
I'm dumb for not knowing that.
Yeah, see, there you go.
Know that was a word.
See?
It means sedate, respectable, and
See, there you go. You learn something every day.
I really didn't know that was a word.
See?
Yeah, and I thought I was intelligent. Okay, sorry.
You're stayed, bruv. That's what you are. You're stayed.
So,
Swear down.
Central Intelligence. Weirdly enough, I actually liked it.
Yeah?
And it was weird because I want to say I didn't want to like it, but the premise for me was a bit deceptive. I didn't think the film was going to be about what it was about. I thought both of them were going to be Central Intelligence agents. I was kind of thrown off when it wasn't that. Yeah. And the way it moved along wasn't also what I expected. Yeah. But that doesn't mean I didn't like it because it was still fun. It still had funny scenes, watchable. It's got rewatchable value. But I do have other issues with it, which I'll get into a little later. But yeah, just as an overall, I did like it. I've actually watched it twice. So yeah. I've watched it twice. So that's obviously, like I said, I judge things on rewatchable value. It's definitely got rewatchable value.
Did it hold up the second time round?
It did, surprisingly. That's kind of why I watched it again, because I was thinking, like, did I just laugh and like it because it was just the first time? Yeah. That's why I watched it again. Yeah. Watched it again, same scenes made me laugh. Serious? Yeah, but there were still certain things. I do have issues with it, though. I do definitely have issues. But yeah, overall, I liked it.
I mean, yeah, same here. I'll be honest, basically exactly what you guys are saying. I enjoyed it. It was a pleasant surprise considering that Kevin Hart has been a bit oversaturated. I think that's easy to say.
Question for you and for the rest of the table, though. Is this Kevin Hart's best film?
No.
What's his best film?
Paper
Soldiers.
Okay, I can't argue with that.
I'm not saying that, but I knew that.
You knew that we was going to say that. Yeah. I kind of half agree with him, if I'm honest. The only other thing I'd throw up there... Okay, no, wait, we said best film, not best performance. Okay, if we're talking about best film, I think I agree. But best performance, I don't agree. So I'm going to throw that in there as well for the rest of you. But for me, best performance is Wedding Ringer. Wedding Ringer. Yeah. Hands down, his best performance. Yeah? Yeah. That's his best acting performance to date. He showed another side of it.
Was this his best film?
I'm not overly familiar with the Wedding Ringer.
Yeah.
But this was, I don't know, like enough of his work to really comment accurately. But I would say that it made a pleasant change, you know what I mean? It's like, it wasn't the same old Kevin Hart. So
not just him screaming and clowning.
You know what I mean? It's more reserved, and I think the dynamic worked well as well, like him and The Rock kind of bounced off. It's funny, isn't it? It's like,
they're two are funny.
They're good scenes.
Drama, please say this bit real quick, because there's something, I want to throw something in there after you said something. But go. It's a question I need to find.
I don't know. A bit like Graham here as well. I haven't watched enough of his earlier shows, actually, films, I should say, to really comment. But I wouldn't say what I've seen so far of his films that this is his best performance.
Can we draw for his file?
Yeah, I think we should draw for his
I think for me is a more than a mediocre performance from Kevin Hart, because he actually showed that he can actually play down his clowniness on set, and he can do a good job at doing it as well.
What's the cutoff here?
Yeah, what's the cutoff here?
Well, it technically should be 96, to be fair, so I know he won't do shit at 96.
Has he even got anything going back that far?
Nah, he ain't got nothing back that far.
Nope.
Where does he start?
To be honest, it starts in 2002.
When?
That's what I was thinking.
Wow,
really? That's fine. So
what was his first one?
Paper Soldiers. You gotta give him props for that.
I can't remember Paper Soldiers. What was Paper Soldiers?
Him, Beanie Sigel, they're burglars.
The Rockefeller.
The Rock movie. See, a lot of people don't even know that Dame Dash and Jay-Z. Sorry, Dame Dash and Jay-Z put Kevin Hart on. A lot of people don't know that.
Okay.
They put him in his first film. And it was pretty successful on that level when they was doing movies. It was a pretty successful movie. Okay. So, he's done a couple of TV movies which we're going to skip.
No, we don't do TV movies.
And yeah, go on.
What's the one?
Soul Plane.
Yeah, I like Soul Plane.
That's not
I was,
yet.
no,
That's not yet.
I mean the other one when he's double dating.
Let me get to it.
Sorry.
I'm going through the motherfucker's file now.
Sorry.
I'm going through his file now. So yeah, I'm going to skip the TV movies. So in 2003, he did Death of a Dynasty. I don't even remember him being in that, but yeah, he's in that. If anyone even remembers that movie, it was another rock movie, which kind of signified the end of the dynasty, and then it happened like a year later, which is weird, but or a couple of years later, should I say? His next big movie was. Hold on, do you know what? They must have this wrong. Because they're saying Scary Movie 3 was next in 2003, and then Soul Plane was 2004. Is that right? Didn't Soul Plane come before?
Scary Movie
3.
No, I think that's right.
Is that right? I really thought Soul Plane was before these. Okay. He had a TV show that kind of bombed. We don't need to talk about that. So Soul Plane, he was obviously the main star in that. Kind of bombed.
Do people like Soul Plane? Do you guys?
When I first saw it, but then I watched it again recently. I thought it was
terrible.
Bad, terrible.
I have to disagree. I literally am going fully against the grain on this because I know absolutely everybody black in the world hates this movie. I don't. And what makes me laugh is that people like much worse movies than this. Because for me, you're obviously watching the film from a completely different perspective. Like, what were you expecting? If you understand what the film was about in terms of the corniness and the level of humor, there's absolutely nothing wrong with it. That's why I like it.
Because of what Spike Lee said about it. Like, he came out and said some shit. Yeah, basically. Yeah.
Spike Lee should never talk about coonery.
I just didn't find it funny.
Shut the fuck up.
Real talk. I agree.
Straight.
I agree.
Once you make what's the film again?
Wait, which one? He's done a couple.
Chirac. No, once you
from when you make Chirac, you're not allowed to talk ever in life. Ever in life. Seriously. I'm so angry with Spike for that.
I think Chirac might be the worst black film ever.
Yeah.
Worse than Murder Movies.
It's in there. It's up there. Yeah, it's up there. It's up there because it hurt my feelings. He's in a 40-year-old version. That version.
Yes,
but
that's
his part in that film is small unless you watch the unedited version. Have you seen the unedited version? Yeah, it's needed just for his scene because it's actually hilarious. He was in Barbershop, the TV series, which I'm going to miss out.
Good in Junior.
He was in The Mix, if anyone even remembers that film. No? Whoa. Okay, Scary Movie 4. He actually hasn't got a great resume, let's be honest, because I'm struggling to find good movies. It didn't really
pop off to a ride along, let's be honest.
Fool's Gold, has anyone seen that?
No.
With Matthew McConaughey?
No.
He actually plays like the main baddie. It's actually okay. It's an okay performance. Drill Bit Taylor, you guys have seen that.
Yeah, I think I've seen that.
Yeah. With the nose.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
No.
Owen Wilson, the nose.
No.
Okay.
No. Yeah, I've seen that, yeah.
Superhero movie. Not that anyone cared about that. You know, okay, let's skip that.
He's done a lot of those spoof movies.
Yeah, he has, yeah. I actually skipped one out. He was in Epic Movie as well. Okay. But yeah, let's leave that alone. Meet Dave, the Eddie Murphy film. Starship Dave.
Yeah.
That was more of a bit part though.
Yeah.
Not Easily Broken. That's like a kind of black movie. Not many people have seen that, so we'll leave that. You know what? You're actually right, because to be honest, the next film after that is Something Like a Business, and I think that film is rather terrible. And then after that is Death at a Funeral, which he's got a bit part in. His resume, I think you're right. His resume really doesn't really start until what the hell? Like, it's not okay. I don't want to diss him. Has anyone seen 35 and Kicking? It's another kind of black film. No one. Damn, Kevin, what's going on? Think Like a Man, and that's 2012. We're at 2012, guys.
So we went about 10 years.
Yeah,
but he's been doing the stand-up thing. Let's be real.
Yeah, okay, he's been doing more the stand-up.
He concentrated a lot more on the stand-up. That is why he is one of the biggest stand-ups out there. And his stand-up movies are what got people liking Kevin in the very first place. So he kind of did concentrate on the right thing, built himself up. Now he's crossing over to the movies.
I can't diss him, you're right, because his stand-up career, if you look at his steady growth in stand-ups,
been sick, bro.
Yeah, he's had one of the best growths in stand-up.
Unless there's not a person, even if you hate Kevin now, when you used to watch his very first specials,
Grown Little Man.
That was
Come
joke,
on, man.
bruv. That
Grown
was
Little
joke.
Man and Seriously Funny. For me, Seriously Funny is hands down his best stand-up.
Like seriously,
Brilliant.
like he's on
Brilliant.
the jokes there is on the next.
Yeah.
So I mean, this is
Yeah.
hands down his best film. Then it's got to be from the sounds of the resume, the Central Intelligence. I'm talking about. Huh?
Yeah.
So what would you say is better? Feeling like a man.
No,
Not easily broken.
Wedding Ringer.
I actually think The Wedding Ringer is his best film.
Okay.
Because
It
I think
shows
he showed different parts of him as well.
Okay,
It allowed
is
him to
this-
express himself a little bit more than we normally would see.
Is this The Rock's best film?
No.
Definitely not. Might actually go down in a pantheon of one of his worst. My opinion.
No.
I don't
He's
agree
got
with
a
that.
lot worse than
Yeah,
this.
Name one.
Faster.
Oh.
Doom, yes, Doom. Doom was so shit.
Horrendous.
Imagine you already named two.
Horrendous.
You actually
Hercules.
really
Hercules.
Oh,
Shit, you lot
shit,
named
yeah.
three.
Yeah.
Then you're going to say Scorpion King, and that'll be
yeah,
four.
yeah.
Shit,
No,
I'm wrong.
that's something.
Okay, top five.
I like Scorpion King. I'm not gonna lie. I liked it.
All right, top five worst.
I'm
Snitch is decent.
I bet you I can find another one that I can throw in there.
Okay, go true.
That's
Tooth
it.
Fairy. Bang.
Oh,
You like the Tooth
Rather
Fairy?
watched it the other day.
You're a liar.
No, it was
You're a liar,
okay.
Face. You're a liar.
It's okay. It's
yeah, yes, yeah.
What's wrong where they had to skip to some mountain?
Oh,
Escape to which
That's a
one?
sick film.
That's a good.
That's a
film.
good
not gonna
film.
diss that
I
one.
haven't actually seen it.
Good adventure film. If
I
you
like
like
it.
them kids Disney type movies, it's
I
a
like
good
it.
adventure film. They're making number 2.
Are
yeah,
they?
yeah,
Okay.
100%.
I like
And-
it. I
and
like
he's
it.
doing it. Yeah, okay, I understand because you lot did literally name 4 straight away, so I can't even deny it. But I had a problem with his character, and I don't know if it's with his character or it's with his acting. I don't like The Rock playing that. Hey guys, like he's almost no. Do you know what? Okay, this is the easiest way to describe The Rock's character in this film, Bob Stone.
Yeah.
To me, he was playing a black guy pretending to be white, pretending to be black.
Oh.
And that
That's-
bothers me.
that's-
Because The Rock is
that's
black.
true,
As
though.
light
That's
skinned
true.
as you can be, you're black.
That's true,
I've
that's
seen
true.
your parents. Do you get what I'm saying? And you know what I mean? Your dad is a big black dude. Do you know what I mean? Like, not mixed, black. And exactly, his mom is a head Samoan. Don't listen. Sorry, Rock family, Justin. Sorry, I don't want to
did
diss.
not say
Real
that.
talk. Have you seen his family? Don't diss the family. Swear down, like bare cousins. Anyway, no. Do you know what it was? It's that the character just came across as, I don't know. It was mad stereotypical. It was like a stereotypical character.
I get you,
Do
I
you
get
kind of
you,
get what I
I
mean?
get
Like
you, I get
twice over because
get you.
he is black, but he was almost acting like a white guy trying to be black.
yeah.
Like when he was doing stuff like, oh yeah, like it was just like,
yeah.
dude, you don't need to do it if you're it.
Yeah. That's
So
true.
I think maybe that's what I'm saying. I don't know if it's the character or if it's his acting.
I
was more the character.
think it's more the character. I
Because he's
seriously.
supposed to be awkward, isn't
Yeah.
it? That's the
Yeah,
whole
okay, you
point.
know, maybe you're right. Yeah,
He had no
Yeah.
friends in high school.
Yeah.
Got
And the-
thrown out naked in front of everyone.
Yeah, which was
Question:
weird
what
and
would you do if that happened to you? What would you do?
I'm fighting the entire bleachers.
Sorry, what's
You
a,
can't fight naked.
And
You cannot
and
fight
the dick
naked.
will swing in someone's face. Accident and on purpose.
sorry, what's the
what you-
bleachers?
The stands.
You didn't just ask that.
No,
You didn't just ask
It's
that.
it's American, so you know.
Okay. No, you get a black.
Okay.
It's
But no,
where- it's where the audience
I
sits.
mean, I think if it was me, I'd just take my sweet ass time and walk out of that hall, walk like a bad man. Say, so what?
But you realise the bad manness is cancelled from when men grabbed you and threw you on the floor of the gym.
No.
You can't walk out like a bad man.
I can. I think so what?
You're actually not allowed.
you can't.
It's just like Kevin Hart. Just like Kevin Hart said in his stand-up. After you get punched up, you're not allowed to ask, "Are you good?" Are you good? You can't. You lost the fight. Like you can't. It's too late. It's too late. You can't do that.
No, you can. You can dust yourself off and say, "Watch, okay, you lot think this is funny. I'm gonna burnt you all up. Watch," and just walk out.
You're naked. You're not patting anyone up. You
But
need clothes first.
but,
man.
but you have to convince yourself that you are able to escape from that experience.
Can I just
You
ask
can only
something?
be a bad man naked after sex.
That's only time. And that's only if you smashed it
That's when
and you
you're a
lasted
bad
longer
man.
than 7.5
You can walk around
minutes.
and do whatever the fuck you want. Puff out your chest. But not in front of public people, man.
You seen that scene, right? Did they CGI his face or his?
Why are you asking these questions?
No, seriously.
No.
Why you doing
sorry,
this?
wait.
Why you
sorry.
doing this?
Listeners, I'm sorry. Sorry, excuse the outburst. Wu is known for asking the most obvious questions. He is Mr. Obvious. So he'll ask something like, for instance, there's a pack of M&Ms. It's yellow. He'll ask, "Is that peanut M&Ms?" Nah, nigga, it's marshmallow. What the fuck is it else? It has to be peanut M&Ms. So I excuse the frustration because we will ask questions like that. Like the CGI. Yes, it was CGI.
Very bad CGI.
Okay, that's what you should have started off with. That's what you should, not like the other way around. So, yes, it was CGI. The part I'm sure you've seen in the trailer when The Rock is wilding out, dancing and stuff, then he gets thrown out.
I just don't get how you can get that so wrong when you see Civil War, they got that so right. That proper like Tony Stark.
Yeah, that's true. But then that's Civil War with the budget. This was only made for 50 million.
Right. You do know the budget of Civil War is like 6 times that.
Okay.
Close to. It's literally over 250 million budget.
So saying that I think his best act in any film I've seen is it Fast and Furious 5?
Yeah.
I actually properly believe that he was that character.
Yeah.
I haven't seen that.
I love Walking Tall. I really like that. You don't like Walking Tall?
Nah, fam.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know.
I really like that movie.
It's a fake Arnie movie.
I kind of understand what you're saying with that.
It is a remake, and I think it's a pretty good remake. It wasn't obviously Arnie.
No, actually, I like. You know what other film I did like him in? The one when he comes out of prison and it's based on is it a game? And he just goes around just getting revenge on everybody that's
that's Faster.
That's Faster.
Yeah, Faster. Yeah,
You like that?
Yeah, I liked it. I'm sorry, I enjoyed it.
We literally just dissed it less
So
than 5 minutes ago.
I'm still laughing about certain things.
Nah, Faster wasn't the one.
I enjoy Faster. You know, I like Faster because it's just straightforward. It is what it is. You come out, you know it's based on the game. You're just going to fuck up everybody. That's it. There's no they try to put a hint of a storyline behind it, which fair enough that you need to do when you're doing the film like that. But the 90% of that film was about just action and fucking everybody up, and somebody chasing you at the same time. There wasn't really much of a story, and I enjoyed that. I'm just like, sometimes you just want to put a film in that's for a good watch. You don't want to get too complicated, and you wanted to see someone just get bad up, action, straight, man film.
But there's not enough action in there. When was
The
the last
chase,
time?
the chase is action as well.
How many times did you watch it? Just once?
No, I haven't. I watched it about 3 times.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't believe him.
Neither do I, because there's not a lot of action in Faster, fam.
Yeah,
I feel like you're mixing up his film.
No, the chasing is the action. Someone's on his tail. You think about it.
Sorry, can we move past Faster? Because
Okay, sorry.
it's such a dead movie that we shouldn't be spending this much time on Faster. Can we go back to Central Intelligence?
Yeah.
Central Intelligence has got decent rewatchable value. I give it that. But it is very much in the same vein of a Kevin Hart film. Like, it's the same kind of... What's the one that he did with Will Ferrell? Get Hard. That's got rewatchable value. You know, it's like easy watching, ride along 2 type. It's for the almost family viewing.
Ride along 2 is terrible.
It's very bad. And this is the thing. If I'm honest, I can probably watch all of Kevin Hart's films more than once. But kind of going off what Drama just said, sometimes when you want to just put something in and have it playing in the background, that's literally the sort of films Kevin's making, if I'm honest. I like Wedding Ringer and maybe a couple other films. Like, I can rinse Paper Soldiers. I've actually rinsed that. But there's no other film I can truly say I like that much that I can rinse. So
Of his?
Of his, yeah. Central Intelligence is just another film in a long line of Kevin Hart films. Soon he's going to be a box set dude.
Do you know what it is as well about this film?
In the Crazy Eddie basket for $4.99 for the entire box set.
What it was about with this film, with his character, it didn't, because a lot of his stuff feels like his character's overreacting to a lot of things. But in this one,
is that his character or is that Kevin?
Nah, but when you see him in Paper Soldiers and in this one, he felt very natural.
That to me is a completely different Kevin. Paper Soldiers, Kevin Hart, and that's his first film, so you have to take that into account. To Central Intelligence, Kevin Hart, 2 different people. That's poor, hungry, struggling Kevin Hart. This is extremely rich, stand-up comedian Kevin Hart. And I know he's acting, but your real character will come out within your real person, like your real personal character will come out in the character you're playing. And I kind of feel that it does, because the dynamics of his character in Paper Soldiers, to me, was so much better than most of his characters that he's played since then, except for Wedding Ringer. Wedding Ringer is his best performance because to me it was his realest performance. And I think I'm not saying Kevin isn't funny because Kevin is hilarious, but he's not hilarious at everything. Certain things just come off the same. He's a great stand-up comedian that can feature in films. I don't think he's a great stand-up comedian that's transitioned into to be a brilliant actor. Whereas I can say that for, obviously I'm biased, I'm going to say Eddie Murphy, Martin Lawrence, who's the like? Okay, prime example, same as Cat Williams.
So you wouldn't class
Great
him,
stand-up, but not a great actor.
So you wouldn't class him to be a great lead actor like Chitwell.
Hell no, no
He
way.
ain't a great lead actor.
No way. Think about
Chiwetel
it.
is not a great lead actor.
Wait, you were talking about Chiwetel? Why are you dissing
Is that what
Chiwetel?
you said?
Yeah, it is. Why are you dissing Chiwetel?
I am dissing him.
You saying Chiwetel can't lead?
No.
Did you not watch 2012?
He
I know he wasn't
hardly led
lead.
that,
I know he
fam.
wasn't lead, but he was
right.
He was
basically the
underneath
main
John,
character.
he was underneath John Cusack.
Everybody in a film with John Cusack is underneath John Cusack.
There you go then.
But he's
So
still led.
where's your next one? 12 Years a Slave?
No, don't ever
There you
mention
go.
that film.
I don't like bigging up
There
that
you
film,
That
but
film,
he
no,
he
we don't talk about that
There
film
you
on
go.
this podcast.
So what's else? What else?
I was never going to talk about that
there's
film.
one where he plays a legal
He's a
immigrant.
lighter skinned Don Cheadle. That's what he is. Yeah?
Oh no
Why has he got to
way,
be
no
lighter
way.
Don Cheadle. That's what the hell he is.
no,
That's what he is.
No,
I'm looking forward to him in Doctor
No.
Strange. I'm looking forward to him in Doctor Strange, but he's a bit bro.
Seriously.
He's another one that got hyped for no reason, bro.
Salt?
What's?
FBI agent when you Salt?
Nah, he's alright in that still.
Yeah, he's...
Sorry, I know I don't have a mic. He's a side man. Let's be honest.
No, I
There you
don't
go.
think so. I think
There you
he's
go.
had one of the best rises as a black actor, especially a British black actor, to become a lead. No, to
Okay,
be a
name
lead.
me one
What lead
film led by him
Yeah,
that
what lead?
tells you that.
12 Years a Slave. Sorry.
Could you stop mentioning that film? We're not allowed. No.
Okay,
no,
my bad.
we won't talk
Okay,
about
no
that
12
film.
Years a Slave. So what then? What's next?
Like, okay, you're not rating him in 2012. I think you have to give him because that's like a big blockbuster. That was a summer blockbuster when it came out, yeah. And you
but
got
you ain't got nothing
no, but
to
do you know? Okay. Ultimately, he wasn't lead because that film
No, he
technically doesn't
wasn't.
have any one lead. It has an
It
ensemble.
has an
cast.
ensemble, yeah.
And if you look at the character that was written for him, obviously I'm getting more technical here. He actually is the main character of the whole film. Him and John Cusack are.
Look, I like the film, but I think he's an overrated actor.
Jeez,
Right.
man.
He ain't no Jessica Chastain. She's overrated.
One, get her name right if you're gonna name her. Two,
Ain't that-
she's shit.
Three.
Three,
Why would you even compare him to her? Why?
No, because she just gets overrated too much. And
No,
I'm just
she
like,
is. She's very overrated. She is. I
They
don't
were
like
good
her.
in Martian. Is it The Martian?
yeah,
she just came across as the same person from Interstellar in The Martian.
Yeah, do you know what though? I
Same
was gonna.
character,
I
yeah.
literally. Yep, I was gonna say that. She literally played the same
She's
character.
Murph.
She played the same character.
Same character. Same
But
character.
both films amazing. I can't front. And I know that's digressing a little, but yeah, Interstellar and whatever. the
So I
fuck it's
mean,
called,
going
The
back to
Martian.
Central Intelligence, I mean, let's wrap up. Let's give us some mics and stuff.
Yeah.
We give films ratings out of
Sorry, I said
toothpicks.
Copic, sorry, Afro pick.
Astro picks.
Sorry, I'm high.
Toothpicks. That's weird. That's actually weird. So I mean, Graham, how many picks would you give this film out of 10?
Out of 10 for what I saw, acting, plot, rewatchability, which I wasn't too keen on. I didn't think it had too much rewatchable value, like you guys. I'm going to give it a 5.5.
Ooh, damn.
Okay,
5.5, man.
Drama, what are you saying?
It's a bit of a tricky one. And the reason why I say that is that because I did enjoy it. But again, it's just another Kevin Hart film, but played down. So,
Go on, just
I
be
mean,
real, just be real.
I would go 5. I was thinking 5.5, 6, but then I said, well, I didn't really enjoy it. It's like I watched it, forgot about it, sort of thing.
Wow.
Okay.
Even though I did enjoy it, it's not like it's one of those ones that sticks in your head. And I don't think Kevin Hart is that kind of actor that does films that will think, like, not something, I want to watch that film again. No, he doesn't make films like that.
Not really. So what'd you give it?
So because of that, I think like 3.5.
Oh, shit!
Yo!
Okay, so that's
That's
5.5.
what the long lead-in was for. Oh, damn.
5.5 to 3.5.
Shit.
Wow. All right.
Woo.
What are you saying?
I was gonna say 7, but I'm dropping it down to 6 because obviously it's a comedy, but there were just certain production things I saw in there. I just thought you got this kind of money. I'm not really happy with what you've done there on a production level, but that's why I've taken it to 6.
6. Okay, so 5.5, 3.5.
I'm gonna go with. I'm gonna go with a 6.5. I'd watch it again. No, I'm gonna go with a 7.
Wow, bro.
Yeah.
Are you just trying to counter the 3.5 over there?
No, I'm not trying to counter. I'm just because I'd watch it again, and I enjoyed both performances.
Okay.
And I mean, even if Kevin is a bit oversaturated, this is one of his best performances to me, and I found The Rock funny. Yeah, I'm gonna go with 7.
Okay, I mean, yeah, you know what? It's weird because I'm kind of stuck between Enigma's numbers and Grem's numbers. I'm not gonna lie, so it's like between 7 and 5.5. So I'll tell you what, because I have watched it more than once, so I can't deny it. I've watched it twice, and it did hold up the second time round. So maybe you're right. I will give it a 6.5. I'll give it a 6.5 just to help it boost it a little bit. Okay.
I'd give his wife in the movie 10.
I wish they used her more, if I'm honest.
I can't remember his wife.
Do you think they just got her because she kind of resembles the same look as his wife in real life? Do you think he chose her like Eddie does all his like, things?
Could be. I don't know what his wife looks like.
What, in the film?
Wife. No, his real wife. I don't know what she looks like.
Dude, the Chinese team that's always with him. Like the half black and Filipino.
No, I don't know what she looks like, honestly.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I don't, honestly.
Got pictures. She's at every freaking award show with him. The one that's always next to him, that's towering over him. I mean, everybody towers over him.
Yeah. But no, I don't know.
Okay. But she's very, very attractive. Okay.
All right, cool. So that was Central Intelligence.
Yeah.
You are now listening to Two Urban Guys at the Movies.
Are you struggling to lose weight or get rid of some of that stubborn belly fat? Well, stop struggling. Help is here. Total Life Changes brings you Iaso Tea. Iaso Tea is a gentle tasting tea derived from all natural plants and herbs, genuinely formulated to carefully cleanse your digestive system and detoxify your entire body whilst experiencing weight loss. Log on to www.totallifechanges.com and lose up to £5 in 5 days with Iaso Tea. Use IBO code 8104-071 for all purchases. That's 810-4071 for all purchases.
And we're back.
Yeah. So that was our review of Central Intelligence.
Yep.
And now we're going to be reviewing a movie that's actually not coming out over here for a little while yet, to be honest with you. It's not coming out. Brother, it's not coming out to the 26th of August.
Oh,
so,
wow.
No, I actually didn't know that.
Wow.
We're going to review this and, maybe it'll help you decide whether you want to go cinema to see it, whether you want to skip it.
So are we just made up how that we saw it illegally?
Well, nah, man, nah. We saw.
You may have seen it illegally. I went to a private viewing.
There you go. Screenings and stuff like that. Screenings.
Private screening.
You know them early screenings?
Well,
early
we're the Two Urban Guys, so
screenings.
we do get invited to that.
There you go. So, anyway.
Oh, so that voice was
I'm David.
Flames has changed over. We've kicked out
yeah.
Drama. And he's been replaced with Flames, so he's now on the mic.
Yeah.
Just so you know.
Because drama when we don't talk to people who watch illegal films, drama. It's a piece. Yeah, I'm good.
Hilarious.
Yeah.
So what is our next film?
Yeah, and this film, as I said, ain't come out yet, but it's coming soon, and it is The Purge. Election Year. So basically the third movie in the Purge trilogy. I'm sure you must have seen at least heard of The Purge. But let's jump into the synopsis and then we'll talk a little bit about the movie and the trilogy and shit like that.
Okay. Just please, I beg that you haven't set me up.
No, you're right.
Okay. Purge election year. It's been 2 years since Leo Barnes, Frank Grillo, stopped himself from a regrettable act of revenge on Purge night. Now serving as head of security for Senator Charlie Roan, Elizabeth Mitchell, his mission is to protect her in a run for president and survive the annual ritual that targets the poor and innocent. But when a betrayal forces them onto the streets of DC on the night when no help is available, they must stay alive until dawn or both be sacrificed for their sins against the state.
The Purge.
The Purge. Election year.
Yeah, The Purge, basically, as I said, third movie in the trilogy. And the Purge is it's a good concept, high concept, basically movie. Basically, if you didn't know what the Purge is about, what was it for 24 hours?
12 hours.
Well, sorry, for 12 hours.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, for 12 hours, like
yeah.
night. Yeah. Any
From
type
7
of
till
crime is legal. So from murder to burglary, whatever, it's all legal. Obviously, it's fictional, and this is the third one in the trilogy. This one's actually set. I didn't even know it was set to take place in March 2025. It didn't feel like a futuristic film at all. Like they didn't. Like like it's set in the future type of thing.
Yeah, I swear it wasn't 2025 though. I swear
it's
it's 2022, fam.
Serious.
Yeah, if I remember correctly.
Okay, well, I don't know, whatever that is. So it's kind of set in the future after the few purges have gone on. I mean,
or 2024? Maybe you're right.
It's kind of beautiful.
No.
Quite pedantic.
No. Actually, okay, no. I'm being
Set in the future.
No. I'm being particular. I'm being pedantic for a reason.
Okay.
Because I've got a lot to say about this film, and I'll explain why I'm being specific with.
Do you want to go straight in with what you want to say, or you want?
Okay.
You want to?
You see when you said, "Oh yeah, okay," I will. I'll jump straight in. Yeah. You see when you said, you literally, what did you just say? You literally just said something like, yeah, obviously it's a film. Obviously it's fictional. There's absolutely nothing fictional about this film. That's what's most disturbing about this film. This film is. It may be high concept, but it's disturbing reality. Now, it's funny because someone posted today on Instagram, like, the opening credit screen run of The Running Man, the original Running Man, Arnold Schwarzenegger. Do you know the most disturbing thing about that? Do you know when it obviously gives you the big speech, the year is blah, 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 and do you know what year it was in Running Man? What? 2017.
Serious?
Yeah, that's next year. And that was a disturbing dystopic future. The Purge, the first one, was set, literally came out, 2012?
Yeah, about that.
It was literally set no more than 10 years into the future. Do you realise that films that were made back in the 80s and early 90s, when they set them and went in the future, they set them a good 30, 40 years.
Yeah, it's coming to fruition.
Are you noticing that the years are closing in? That's for a reason. These films are made to desensitize. And
like Back to the Future too.
Well, they got it completely wrong, didn't they?
Yeah, they did.
Completely. But
no flying cars, but
hilarious. But the most disturbing thing about Back to the Future 2, because I spoke about this with Junior the other day, is that if you notice that, in the skewed 1985, when they go back in time and Biff was the richest man in the world and all that, do you realise who that character is extremely similar to?
Trump.
Yeah. Nothing is done by accident, fam. And that's what's crazy about when you watch these dystopic films. And one thing I was talking to my brother about when we was discussing The Purge in particular, it was like, we literally came to the conclusion, like, I believe that the Matrix trilogy is one of the, obviously barring how bad the third one is arguably the most important trilogy made in recent years. And The Purge is now right up there with it.
Wow.
And there's a reason for that, because I'm talking about the relation to reality. It may seem like it's just a horror stroke thriller film, but if you look at all of the little tidbits, like from the first one, from Purge 1, when it's showing it from the rich people's perspective, how they don't really get affected by it and all that stuff. And then the second one to showing it from the poor people's perspective, how it's literally right at their doorstep, to this one showing the political perspective. Now, if you look at, like, there's so many little hidden messages in each of the films. Like, for example, if you look at the first film, it's showing you the rich white family, and then it's showing you the type of young, rich, preppy kids that are doing the killing, showing you their mindset, showing you how they think, and it's showing you how they value life. Now, look at the person they were trying to kill, a young, poor black guy. You're trying to tell me that's not relevant, especially till today. And look, if you look at how society is laid out right now, all three films almost line up with 2016. That's crazy, and that's why I think that these films are very, very important.
Well, I don't think it's any coincidence they called it election year
and came out in it exactly.
They knew what they were doing, and even the scene where, where there was the foreign tourists that come over to kill, and they were dressed as presidents, and they were shooting the presidents.
That was disturbing.
That was like, that's no coincidence with them iconic images.
And did you notice that all those murder tourists, most of them were white?
Yeah, of course.
And they came from South Africa.
Yeah.
That's what none of it's by accident. You got to think about that. Do you know what I mean? It's like there's a lot of like undertones as well. Even in the third one, when they had like native, or I shouldn't say native, I should say like immigrants in this film more so, obviously, because obviously all the others, because you're showing the first one was obviously mainly white people or whatever, but in this one they had to have obviously more color in it. But if you notice that, for example, the two crazy teenager girls, they were
who I want to speak about.
Yes, we will get to them. They were very much Hispanic. It's like they always pushing agendas. They're always letting you know, like, because those two girls could have very easily been two black girls, but that would have seemed a little bit unrealistic. That's why I'm saying the film is very realistic, regardless of how you want to look at the scary aspect. It's very realistic. Go on, sorry.
I thought the one with the afro puffs, I thought she was black.
No. It's Latino. She'd be dominant. I mean, they're all black, but I'm talking about how the world perceives them. They don't see them as black. They see them as Spanish or Mexican or Latino. They don't classify them as black.
She was black, man.
Bruv.
The one with the afro puffs.
I know who you're talking about, trust me. Serious.
She was black. And the other one was like Hispanic.
They were both Hispanic, bro. Swear that.
Do you mind checking the file?
I'll check.
I'd like you to be right. Either way, it doesn't matter. Like, I understand the point that you're trying to make, basically.
Yeah, no, so you got to
So, I mean, what did you guys think of the film? I didn't see it, man. Graham ain't seen it.
I'm not a fan of horror. I'm not a fan of...
Black people don't like horrors. Let's be real about this. Horrors is not really for black people.
No, do you know what it is?
Why am I paying to be scared?
No, do you know what it is? Is because we've done enough trauma, like living.
We've been through enough shit.
Yeah, it's like
we've been through enough.
We
don't need more
I
scared.
don't need to see more trauma.
I don't need to feel frightened again.
Yeah.
No, you're right. I mean, Flames, you seen it?
Yes.
What do you think?
Sorry, can I just confirm that I was right? Just so
She's what is she?
Ethnicity: Latin, Hispanic, mixed, Caribbean, African American. Told you. That's why they use her, because she can cross all of those boundaries.
Okay.
That's the point I was making.
That sounded like someone who couldn't choose what she was and just put down every ethnic that they could.
No, basically it is, because I'm looking at her headshot, and you know when they're talking about what sort of characters they can go for, because they pass for that. So she.
Well, then that's not her.
She's actually very.
That's
good.
a cheat, fam. That's not. So what's her ethnic? What is her ethnic? Who is she? Let's find out who she is first.
Oh, okay.
Nigga talking about the promo shot. They ain't got nothing to do with it.
That's literally what the only information he's got on her.
Damn.
Is her headshot information.
And her bad acting in Purge.
Oh.
I didn't see it as bad acting.
Now, you know what? I'm not going to lie. She started off well, but it felt to me sometimes she would just overact at the very end of her sentences. Seriously. I thought she was an overactress.
Do you know what's crazy, yeah? It's like, for me, I didn't think it was overacting. Because again, I took my mind back to the first film. Do you remember how calm and relaxed the preppy, crazy guy was?
Yeah, at the door, yeah.
Now, that's disturbing. Now, you got to look at this dystopic future that they're living in. This girl just admitted that she had already killed her parents. Now she's coming to take out this guy. She's not normal. She's crazy. She's got blood on her face.
No,
She's psychotic.
I get it.
Society is psychotic. Look at the crazy white dude that was trying to sell the Purge masks. It's like this dystopic future is displaying people within their crazy. That's why for me it didn't seem like, I know you guys are hanging on the acting, I get it, but for me, living in the realm of the film, I didn't see it as whack acting.
I hear you.
I just crazy.
I feel like she could have reeled it in a bit. Because you can do exactly what she's doing and reel it in a little bit.
Did you not pay attention to the camera work? Didn't you think the camera work was very much...
Bruv, it looked like a Rihanna video. I'm not going to lie. Like, the imagery. To be honest, it looked like there was a lot of... He was thinking about shots and how they were going to look. If you kind of... I'm not... This isn't a diss. I'm just saying, it's just... It was very choreographed, the look of it, the visuals, etc. I'm not dissing that.
No, I agree. I actually agree.
I had a good look about it. However... Her in particular, when she, her first scene when she was in the shop and she was being rude, that was fine. It's when she came back, that's when I think she started to overact a little bit. But talking about, I'm not dissing the girl.
Didn't you just think that was the crazy coming out? That's what I kind of thought.
Nah, because she just could have reeled it in a bit, man. You could have reeled it. Heath Ledger's, okay, that's a bit of a far. I'm gonna not go too far with the crazy, but you can play crazy and get away with it without seeming like you're overacting. And I just felt like she was overacting at certain parts. She could have reeled it in a bit. Maybe I'm wrong, but that's how I felt.
Okay.
And I mean, if you ain't seen the film, it's a good scene though when she comes back with her team and stuff to try and deal with my boy.
I really liked it.
Yeah, I like the scene. I like the scene definitely.
I like when the Mexican boy shot her in the ear or something to make her move. Like I liked there was a lot of things I liked about this film. There were certain things. If we're talking about the trilogy as a whole, though, weirdly enough, it's actually my least favorite, even though I liked it a lot. I think Anarchy's the best one, definitely. Yeah, but that's Anarchy. I think the it's the best film. It's weird to say this because, okay, no. I think Anarchy I like the best. I think the first one is the best film. Okay. The best one to me is the most disturbing because of you know sometimes when you watch a horror film, you almost watch a horror film and say, oh, that's just so freaking stupid. Who would that wouldn't happen. But the way the annoying son let the black boy in and like the whole layout of the boyfriend in the house and then he sneaks back in and he's trying to kill the dad. I didn't think any of it was corny. I actually thought it was a really good lead to the story. Yeah, and I think it made sense. Yeah, go on. You was going to say?
Yeah, from me watching the film, I thought, in terms of production quality-wise, I thought they'd gone downhill big time. I thought the first two films... Yeah, I just thought the whole acting, the way it was done, it just felt like they just rushed it. And they just didn't do it properly. Whereas the other two films, it seemed like they took more time to actually do it properly.
I believe they definitely rushed it. I agree with that. I believe they did. It was election year. I believe they planned it to bring it out. But they made the money off it.
The story was good. Yeah. The story was good. I didn't have a problem with the story and where they went with it. But you know, Bubba from
Conair.
Yeah, him.
He's stepping on my insulin, man.
He jarred me, and I'm sorry to say, when he died, I hated him since he died, I was so happy. He pissed me off throughout the whole film.
What the fuck is wrong with you two?
He pissed me off big time.
Why's it got to be all
that? He was jarring. He was jarring.
He's stepping on my insulin.
Shut up. I like him, McKelvey Williamson.
No, there's only one Don Cheadle.
There's only
one Don Cheadle.
I think he's a great actor. I like him a lot.
No, I didn't have a problem with his acting. His character just really got on my nerves.
I liked his character. I was pissed when he died. I was hoping he wasn't going to die. Sorry, spoiler. But no, I'm sorry.
Sorry. You liked it?
I like him. I like him a lot.
Wow.
I think I liked
what did you think of the black girl that was helping them? That she went around as a medic and helped.
Great
people?
Actress, funny looking.
She looked tired as fuck, fam.
It's like, bitch, go lie down in your trailer. We'll call you later. Like, go sleep. Yeah, she looked tired. She looked tired. Like
she looked like she was having nightmares of the Purge and shit, like during filming.
Swear down.
Purge. Shit. Like, seriously, why was she so tired?
Someone should have rubbed some shit on her eyes, bro.
Seriously, she looked tired, bro. She looked like she needed to sleep, fam.
She had some great
this film just didn't have the quality that the other two films had production-wise.
Yeah, I believe it was rushed.
So if I'm honest, I thought they was on the same blocks that they used in the first and the second one. It looks like they used the same corners on the same...
I slightly agree with that, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Is like...
It looks very much like a set, didn't
it? Yeah, like you use the same set as last time.
It was made for 10 million, so they made it cheap. So.
Wait, it was 10 million?
Budget of 10 million.
Do you know what's crazy? Because I did research on this. Yeah, see that? Makes perfect sense. See, that's the one thing. I did research on like horror films a long time ago. And you know why horror films is probably the most liked genre in film? Is because it's actually the easiest to make.
All you need is a house.
No, real talk. It's like the premise for horror films are very basic because all it is to be scared. That's basically.
And it's always set around one space.
And they're very cheap to make. Obviously, the production value will go up in terms of special effects if you're going to use it. But most horror films won't need visual effects. They'll just need facial effects and bodily effects, which is a pretty achievable task for a studio. So that's probably why. That's why I'm not surprised why they rushed it as well.
Because you can bang these horror movies out for 5 million, bro. 5 million, 10
and then
million,
it'll
make 30 million, 40 million. The Conjuring.
Profit.
That Conjuring movie was made for, I think, 5-10 million.
The worst is the other one that blew the fuck up.
Which one? Not Blair Witch.
No, not even that.
Insidious.
No, it's the other one in the bedroom. The
Oculus.
No. And there's a camera in the room and there's ghosts.
Oh, Paranormal Activity.
Paranormal Activity. Yeah. That made
they're throwing them shit out for 20p. And
exactly.
Making pure money off
making
that.
Pure money, and that's why they do them.
Yeah.
And this ain't no different. That's why I'm not surprised that it made 90 mil.
Big money off that shit. Big money still. Can I just ask something? Like, do you think you would survive a purge if it was real? No. Do you think you would survive?
Yeah, there's something I so need to say about this because it's so far go through.
No.
You don't think you would?
A purge, if I was in England right here, if it was in England right here.
English purge?
No.
Lads
I need,
purging.
I need
Lads purging.
All I know is
East End man's purging.
what Peckham. I was going to say Peckham. I can't even say the word I'm supposed to say. Indian man's purging.
Hilarious.
You come into Morley's and diss me? I remember that shit, nigga.
That's funny.
Spare ribs?
Do you know what?
Alright,
But the
I've got
thing
you.
is, I would say is for the whole year. I know that I'm not going to be here for that week. There's no way I'm there.
Hilarious.
There's no way because I'm not going to wait till the last day.
Peeps will be setting you up, fam.
I'm going from
Man,
a
they will be
month.
visiting your house from early, planting stuff for
Yeah,
when they come back to break in.
No, I'm going for a month. That day that is there, I'm nowhere near the city.
That's actually a good idea. That's a good idea.
That's when you take your vacations.
Real talk.
Straight.
You duck off into the country and hide up in a tree till it's all done.
The country.
No, I'm out.
That's where they're gonna
That's
be.
where they'll get you, fam.
You got to leave.
shoot
I'm
you.
talking the remote country. You can't be in. You can't be in
Where am
any
I
city.
staying for? I'm going to another country where it's not legal.
Straight up. A non-purge country. A non-purge
Imagine if you got
country.
caught in the country though.
Bruv.
Yeah, but if you
Bare
get caught in
purge
the
man, you're done, fam.
wait, have you guys actually been to the country?
No.
I mean, when you go to the remote country, there's no one there.
That's the whole point. If they say these people like say someone don't really like you, yeah. And
And
then they
came after your
and then they
ass.
chased you all
Yeah.
the way there. It's just
Into
you and
the
them.
country.
No, that's
You're in
why you
Farnborough or
leave.
some
That's
shit
why you
or
leave a
whatever.
good week before the purge even
No,
starts.
but listen. Did you hear what you just said? This is why I say you leave the country. If you stay in,
They still can get to you. And they still can still legally.
And you'll be in a tent.
But this is me.
You're gonna have to be camping
and you have
if
to
you're in the
remember,
country.
I'm your good friend, yeah. But you did something to me back in 1995.
Wait,
It's
I'm
pissed
going
me
on
off.
my own.
Yeah, but I'm your good friend, yeah. So you've told me this in advance, so I'll just follow you that week before.
And have you murked? I'll just have a knife planted in the tree you're up.
Yeah, that's the.
I knew you was going to be in this tree. Do you know what I'm saying?
The whole idea behind the purge, I think, is a really good idea. But the whole thing, when you really think about it, on a
it's a really good idea.
no, in terms
Hold
of
on.
telling the
Hold
story as a film.
Oh, I thought you meant in real life. Sorry.
No, but
Sorry.
but the thing is, if I actually think if that was actually allowed, the kind of shit you see going on in that film would actually happen in real life.
But that's the reason why I'm saying the film is disturbingly accurate. It's disturbing reality. But my point is, yeah, and I'll tell you something, yeah, I watched, I know some of you guys watch Cinema Sins. I have to give a big shout out to Cinema Sins. Their videos are amazing. And you know when they do like everything that's wrong with the film in 10 minutes.
Yeah.
I watched everything that's wrong with The Purge in like 16 minutes. And I'm not going to lie, I was in tears. It's fucking hilarious. Because the things that they point out are so spot on. Like, some things that you probably didn't even think of that was so obvious. But I'm not going to go into too much detail. There was just one in particular that they pointed out. And I was like, oh my God, that's so fucking true. This is how disturbed we really are. The Purge just says all crime is legal, including murder. Why is the whole film based around murder? Why does everybody want to kill everybody? Think about it. Why ain't no one looting? Why ain't no one stealing shit? When they went to the hood and the poor areas, why is not everybody looting?
Why was
all
it-
they're showing is murders, fam.
No, real talk. You should have seen someone where you're walking past, someone getting raped right there.
Do you know what I'm saying? Something like I wanted to almost, which is kind of where what they touched on in the second one when Hector, obviously his name's not Hector in the film, but he's Hector in everything from Fast and Furious, when he was coming to have up the mum and the daughter. He's always wanted to piece her in it, so obviously he was going to take advantage in it. And then obviously kill them, which was a good thing they touched on. But why is the film focused on straight murder? That shows you how disturbing modern society is, especially the rich and the rich. Because all you want to do is basically it's cleansing, isn't it? It's like eugenics. That's what this film is about. It's about eugenics.
But that's why it's a fair film. Because if this was true, yeah, and that day was anything, is you think a bunch of the minority, shall I say, yeah? I'm going to say, let's just go fucking see how much the police are really going to stop us and go terrorize Buckingham Palace and them places there.
Exactly, but then what's one of the number one rules in the Purge?
Oh yeah,
if you're above a level 10 or whatever, you can't be touched. Which is what this film was about, because they said they removed it just so they could try and kill her. But that shows you how disturbing it is. The rich people basically saying, you lot kill each other. They're pushing the eugenics agenda.
You lot fight out between yourselves.
Why are you not going to murk all the banks? And then in the second one they said, I bet they've taken all the money out. But like, they didn't even, obviously I know the film is a horror, so they want to show about murder, but they didn't even like kind of even visit the whole looting aspect or criminality. Like, there's so much crime. Why is murder the one we're focused on?
I think over here there'd be a lot more looting and shit.
Yeah, like I'm gonna get me, like literally on Purge night. Yeah, if Purge was real, Yeah, and it was all crime. Technically, wouldn't it be like, you know what? Oh, it's Purge night. Oh, you lot, can we go JD tonight? This year, we're all going JD Sports. Or we're all going so-and-so. You know what? I think I want to get like 4 TVs this year, you know?
PC World.
I'm going to hire a van. Like, you're not thinking about murder. It's all crime. I'm going to go get some dough. I'm going to go to the bank, rob one of the security vans, and take a box of money.
And you know why that's true? It's like we've said before, is when you watch them police programs, yeah? You always, when it's black people or minorities, yeah, it's always a crime of a necessity, or it's a pride issue, and that's it. But when you see the white boys and they're just drunk, and it's like for no reason, they're fucking up the corner shop for no reason.
That is
whatsoever.
the premise of this film, bruv. It's like recklessness. We black people, we don't kill for no reason. This film is literally about killing for no reason, bruv. Like. No, bro. I mean, the premise of this film is kind of psychotic when you think about it, because it's very realistic. But why are we only focused on murder? The film, it does like the Purge night does not say. It says on Purge night all crime is legal, including murder. It doesn't say all crime is legal, especially murder.
Would you stay in your house, or would you try and
go purge?
Let's just say you planned that vacation. The plane got cancelled.
Hilarious.
You're in your yard now. Yeah? You've got no protection. But there's somewhere you could get to. Would you ever go out in the streets on the Purge?
The only way
I'm not going to lie, I thought about it. But go on,
the only way we could survive, is say for us as a team, have all our kids, all our families together, and then we set up block on an estate, and that's it for the whole thing.
I'm not gonna lie.
That's the only way you're surviving.
We have to work together as a team.
That's the only way. But me, one in my house, I'm not surviving. I'm not surviving.
No, I'm not staying, not by myself. But this is unreal, because I'm not gonna lie, I thought about it. I don't know why I thought about it, but I was thinking about it because I watched Purge and I was like, what would I do in this situation? And I literally said to myself, you know what? I'd be in my house, and when you think about it, that means someone can come from the front or the back. You don't know, they can come from any angle. I said I'd put my mum and dad upstairs in their room so they'd be harder to get to, and I'd literally be in the middle of my living room, weapons around me, ready to fight. Swear down. Like, I thought about this hard because I was like, am I ready to die? And I was like, fuck it,
But you wouldn't survive. This is what I mean. You have to have a
Doesn't
plan.
matter.
But I'm saying is this
the plan is to defend the house.
But that's what I'm saying. But if you have your numbers like this, it's like...
No, I wasn't including any other.
I was
just thinking about myself.
But it has to be Christmas.
But I agree though.
It has to be like Christmas.
I agree.
The whole family comes around.
It should be everybody.
Some Home Alone shit. We're all together.
No, it's like, this is how your son earns his stripes. Like, by defending the family.
I'd have to have a conversation with everybody before we have. I'll be like,
but then,
I'll be like, look, Enigma, I haven't pissed you off this year, have I?
But that's what I'm gonna say.
I'll be like, Graham, okay, you're still my boy, I love you. Cool, yes. You're a flame, okay. I'll just check. Settle every beef, and then say we're all gonna be in this house for Purge night, and that's it. And then we're all there to defend. Everyone's got knives, everyone's got gats if we can get them, and just straight defending, innit? I wouldn't be worried about that if it happened. I'd be like, you have to have the mindset of being ready to die though.
See, that's what I like about us. We're not always offensive like people think, man. We're just thinking defense right now, looking after our family.
We're not offensive at all, though.
Because you know what it is? We don't want the drama.
We don't want drama, really.
That's what I mean. Is like when you watch them cop programs. It's not we don't want the drama. It's I've got to do the drama. But then you see them other people, and they just want the drama.
Want
when I see other people, I'm talking straight up white people. They just want that drama.
They want that drama.
It isn't really in our nature to be like that. Everything we've done has been defensive. Do you know what I mean? We've always wanted, just to kind
it's
of
reactionary.
Keep the peace.
It's reactionary.
Yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong. There's obviously a couple of crazy seeds. Do you know what I mean? Out there that would probably want to get involved.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Of course.
Who would just hang around with the crackers too much, but. My thing is, we'd be on the defensive. I think the film was a perfect example of how it would go down.
Okay,
that's why I'm saying, if you notice, you never really saw that much black people purging in all three films.
Yeah. And ironically, the resistance leader was black.
Exactly.
The character that's been in all three films was black. The black guy from the first one.
Look how ironic it was that's who they was chasing to kill. Why couldn't they have chased a homeless white guy?
Yeah.
That was written in the script.
And remember in the third one as well, you have to remember when they thought they was all gonna get when they was in the ambulance thing, and they thought they was gonna get killed. remember what he goes is, have you got space for my brother or son? I can't remember which one it was. It still wasn't about attacking.
That was dope. That's a great.
You know what I'm saying is, it still wasn't about
when the Bloods and Crips were outside, and he did the Crip whistle.
Yeah,
that scene, again, so important. See what I'm saying? Because very easily they could have got attacked and driven away but they didn't. What did they say? And what was it? It was out of necessity. He said, we're not going to do that to you, but can you help him?
That's it.
That's, again, realistic. Some people would watch that and say, no, they would have murked them. No, they wouldn't. Because if you, again, I'm not going to go into this too technical, but if you go into the history of where the Crips and Bloods came from, any gang for that matter, was a defensive thing. They never went out to become gangs to go murk people for no reason. They were doing it to protect themselves.
Protect their turf.
And that just goes to show you, they even depicted that in the film. They could have very easily shown that scene completely different.
Just fucking up the van.
Fucking
up for no reason.
But they didn't.
They didn't.
Even it was organised fighting. You have to realise that.
Yeah.
It wasn't just,
Reckless,
we're going crazy. It was organised fighting.
So I mean, let's wrap it up. Let's go around. Give some picks, and also, would you recommend people seeing it? Because it's coming out. It's not out yet. It's not out in cinemas yet, basically. So, this might help decide if people actually want to see it. So, really think about it. I mean, Woo, what are you saying? What's your picks, and would you recommend people seeing it?
Yeah, I recommend seeing it, especially if you've seen 1 and 2.
Okay.
But because of, I wasn't happy with certain production values, but what you said now makes me see it in another light. I still give it 6.5.
Okay, no, that's fine. That's fine.
Cool.
Flames?
I'd give it... Because of the way they flipped it a third time from a different aspect, I'm going to give it a good 8.
Nice.
Okay.
Solid.
Okay. Leezy?
I've not seen it, man, but...
Oh, yeah. Okay. I thought you said okay.
It's the one I missed, but it's not really my type of film, if I'm honest. A bit too violent, just a bit too Hollywood. Do you know what I mean? Direct people's thoughts and all that, but yeah, not really my film.
Yeah. So
check it out.
No picks. And I'd give it. I would recommend people seeing it when it comes out, and 100%. I would give it. Well, I liked Purge Anarchy, and I would give that an 8. So I'm going to give this a 7.5 because I think it's on the levels. So yeah, 7.5.
Okay, I'm gonna wild out, and you're gonna fuck with me for saying this. I give the first one, Purge 1, because I'm gonna give all of them picks. First one I give a 9.
No, I understand.
Second one I give a 9. And this one I give an 8.5.
Wow!
Because they're so important.
No. That's.
I think these films are very, very important.
And they I hear you. They could have a lot of cultural relevance in the future. To be honest with you, who knows? We could be. I mean, Trump. If he gets in, you never know these type of things.
It doesn't have to be Trump.
Things are going to go.
If Hillary gets in, it's just as bad.
The lady was representing Hillary. She was Hillary.
So who knows? So I mean, from the schools, we definitely say recommend watching it. Maybe go to cinema if you got a ting and she likes horrors. Take her.
She will grab you a couple.
She'll grab you a couple times. Use that as an opportunity to feel on her and do whatever you need to do. So you get her ready for whatever. Get some lip service, whatever you want to do. Like that's what horrors are there for, really, for men to get peace in the cinema. That's what at home. I don't know. I'm not sure exactly what he said, and I'm not going to condone exactly what he said. I'm going to keep it clean, but and you can't do too much shit in the cinema anyway.
Who says this?
That's weird.
No, it's not.
Getting peace or anything over the top piece in cinema is fucking weird.
That discussion's for another podcast, but
yes,
for
another
can.
Podcast.
Certain motherfuckers in this room have,
of course, everyone. Yeah, you might do a little thing here and there. I think it's weird. I think it's weird.
I'm not putting no one on blast, but certain people in this
thing is weird.
And I'm not going to say who it is, but they're sitting in a chair. So that could be
everyone's
anybody.
sitting in a chair.
Exactly, that's my point. So, yes.
How are you going to use your fingers or some shit and then you eat your popcorn and shit? Like, what about my nachos?
It's salty popcorn. Okay, let's move on. All right.
What's this, jalapenos?
What is that, a Ritz? Please, one more. We're going to take a break.
You are now listening to Two Urban Guys at the Movies.
Looking for the perfect place to hang out and record your music? You just found it. White Hut Studios is a professional recording complex based in Croydon, South London, that's perfect for creatives who are looking for a perfect place to produce their future hits. White Hut Studios can help you craft your project to meet and even exceed your expectations. You can work with our professional sound engineers, producers, and songwriters to execute your ideas and achieve industry broadcast standards. For contact details and more info on this amazing recording complex, log on to www.whitehutstudios.com. Yo, and we're back.
Yo, yeah.
Yeah, so that was Purge election year.
Yeah. And I mean, this is the section.
It's about that time.
When we review a classic movie. Ironically, this is one of the most up-to-date movies we have reviewed because it's not from the 90s.
Only because it's your birthday we're doing this.
Only because it's a special day.
Yeah, and
today's my birthday. It's a special. It's a classic. It's a classic, a real big classic. And this film that we're going to be reviewing is Paid in Full.
Eric B. and Rakim.
Now, if you ain't seen this movie,
sorry, I tried to remember how the flow. How did it go? Do you know? I forgot how it starts. I never let the mic magnetize me anymore. I forgot. Shame. That's bad, you know.
Yeah,
I'm ahead and I should know it.
That's bad. That's bad.
Rich me quite.
Ace, Ace, how you go? The beginning of Paid in Full.
Yes, yeah. That was helpful. So, if you don't remember this film, Kwame, could you please just drop a little synopsis on them so they can just hear what it's all about?
Paid in Full. In the late 1980s, Ace, Wood Harris, is a young man employed by a Harlem dry cleaning shop. Working hard to stay out of the drug business while making deliveries, he meets Lulu, S.I. Morales, a drug dealer who convinces Ace to join him. Ace recruits his friend Mitch, and
feeling me, man?
Mekhi Phifer and Rico. And the trio become major players in the Harlem drug underworld, a violent business that will test the friends' loyalty and wits as the money rolls in and the dangers grow beyond their control.
Paid in Full. Now, I mean, when this film dropped, this was right during the whole Rockefeller dynasty running this shit type of thing, and it felt very much affiliated to that because of the soundtrack, etc. for me. So I don't know if it's one of them films where maybe when it came out it didn't have the impact, but I think as it's gone on, it's definitely turned into a cult classic. In terms of hood drug movies. Damn, this is a classic out there. Graham, what you got to say about Paid in Full?
It's up there with New
I
Jack.
saw it in 2000 and I think we saw it when it came out.
Yeah, 2002. Literally.
Hold on.
We
was in New York at the time.
New York,
did we go cinema to see this? Or
no, we didn't go to cinema, but we watched it. You know the pirate DVDs was popping, right?
Oh yeah. Because I remember
$5 get you 29 DVDs and shit.
Hilarious.
Serious. So
yeah, we was out there. I remember.
Yeah.
So I haven't rewatched it as many times as you guys. I'm in that New Jersey drive wave now.
Yes. My G.
I do remember it being big at the time though. And being somewhat jarred by Cameron, thinking he was overacting.
Seriously?
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
But I did think thought Wood Harris was good in it.
Yeah.
He's like a solid actor, you know?
Yeah.
Very much so. And the character he was playing is very different from some of the stuff he's played in the past, which is good.
What did you think?
I think that's the best hood movie ever made.
Serious?
Wow, big claim.
Ever.
Wow. But you know what? I'm on that train, bro. I can understand why.
I can't.
What's your reasons? Why would you put it up there?
It's just the production quality, the acting quality.
So I was gonna say, why your voice sound like that?
Sound like an android out here.
And like this story is practically.
You need some water? Sorry, go.
It's practically because I watched a documentary behind it as well.
Yeah.
It's practically 90% what you're seeing on screen is what happened. There are some changes which but obviously that happens. But it's just so on point. And like when I look back, because I remember watching Menace to Society as a child and thinking, certain characters were hard, and watching it as an adult, thinking, this is a really good film. Message, but then Paid in Full it's just up there. It's just the king. Do you know what I mean?
I see. I feel you. I can't. It's like I can't even dispute that fact because if I'm honest, it really is one of the best hood movies ever made.
Let me tell you why it's one of the best. Because it was made when
2002.
It has a 90s feel. So it was not so deadly in with all of those films from the 90s.
But that's a bit kind of given though, innit? The film is set in the 80s, so everything. But
they
is
pulled
80s.
it off. They pulled it off.
No, they did. They got the old cars, which is one of the best things.
No, but I'm not even
film.
talking about the car. I'm just talking about the feel of the film. Like,
No, but that's what I'm saying. It's kind of a given. It's like, I know what you're saying, and I do give it props. I would have. It's like, see, Goodfellas. Goodfellas is set in the 60s.
Yeah.
And they push that across where you can see when it goes through the certain
No,
decades.
but I'm saying is it had Goodfellas still has that 90s feel about it.
I see what you mean. I see what you mean. Not the actual film. I know what you... Okay, sorry.
It just slides in with all of the rest of those 90s films.
Feel. Okay, sorry. I thought you meant like the...
No, not the feel of... No, I'm
Okay.
talking about like it goes next to... Boys in the Hood, Men's Society. They were Brown Sugar, all of them. You know that in those 90s.
No.
I know that
Brown
one's
Sugar
not,
was 2002.
That's what I'm trying to say. That was going to be my next point. Is
Okay.
that is as good as it would slide in there as well. There's just a certain feel that you have about the 90s.
I see your point. Yeah, you're right. Yeah. I mean, I would like to second what we were saying, and it's definitely one of my favorites. I mean, I love almost all hood movies, and I say almost because obviously there's a couple of dead ones, but. We're talking about, like, say, the top 5. I think Paid in Full is definitely in the top 5. Might even be top 3.
It's got to be.
Because, I mean, I don't know.
What else would you throw in there?
Here's the thing. I was going to throw this to Graham. Like, I don't know, bruv. Like, is New Jersey number 1, though? I don't know, bruv.
Like, are you talking about hood movies?
Yeah.
Drug hood movies or just hood
movies?
No,
just hood movies. Just hood movies. So I was going to say, is New Jersey number 1?
Okay, so... Not really.
Okay.
But on the basis of what Flames was saying, if you think about the sort of nostalgic feel it gives you when you're watching the film as well, you're enjoying watching the film. You're also enjoying the experience of watching the film. I remember it. So it's a personal favourite of mine.
Okay.
Is it technically the best hood movie ever? Nah. I can't.
I see what you're saying there.
You know what I mean? It holds a certain...
Okay, can I throw another one then if you're saying it's not that? I think this is arguably the best... I don't even know if this can even classify as a hood movie, but New Jack City. I rinse New Jack City. I think it's such a ridiculous.
I think it's a level above a hood movie, though.
You're right. It's not really. Yeah, you're right.
It's a movie about them. It's a movie. Yeah, that's what it is.
Do you know what Paid in Full is? It is the best. Paid in Full is the best hood movie done about a real hood situation that was actually people's lives.
Yeah.
It's the best done, like, because the rest of them are made up and it's loosely based.
Fictional,
where this is an actual story that actually happened.
And this is a point that, like, I think Dame Dash and I think Puffy even made themselves. It's like, if, for example, Paid in Full was directed by or even produced by, like, Scorsese, it probably would have been Oscar nominated. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, if you look at it from that perspective,
definitely,
because you got to think, like, and again, I want to stay away from the racial shit, but I'll make this point. Like, for some reason, people rate, and I'm trying not to diss it, but people rate 8 Mile as like this great hood movie. 8 Mile, for one, isn't really a movie. It's not really that much of a hood movie, I don't think.
It's not a hood movie at all.
And I don't think it's even a movie about rap. I think it's a movie about a white kid that raps. Do you kind of get what I'm saying? And use rap as his escapism or whatever. And it happens to have black people in it because it's set in Detroit. Do you understand what I'm saying? That's kind of how I see it. And you have to think, that film got Oscar nominated. Why though? Because it has a white lead. And that's what I'm saying. I'm trying to stay away from the racial shit, but you got to think however many films that were made around the same time, because that was made same year as this as well.
Yeah, of course.
Do you understand what I'm saying? So you got to think, if it was made the same year, this film shits on 8 Mile. Let's be honest. For acting, for production,
hands
everything.
down.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
but this film wasn't even considered. And this was a Miramax made film. This is a big... people don't know Paid in Full was actually a big studio film. It wasn't like a... You know what I mean? They had budget for it.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Same as 8 Mile, and even... Get Richard I tried.
Who do you think was the best lead in terms of acting? Who do you think smashed it the most? Wood Harris, Mekhi Phifer, or Cameron? You just have to pick one. I don't want to dibble. Who do you think? Okay,
let me quickly go first, and I'll move on to you. You're gonna fuck with me for saying this, but Cameron. And I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why. Because I expected those two performances from Mekhi Phifer and Wood Harris. They're that good. So I already expect them to be good. Cameron, first film, first tryout. He had to audition for that. I was watching an interview of his when he was talking about how he wasn't just given the role. He literally had to work for it. And then
he auditioned for it and stuff.
And then he was, I think Kay Slay was interviewing him, and Kay Slay knows the real character he was playing and knew AZ, basically knew all of the guys because he's an older guy in it from Harlem. And then he was saying how well Cameron did playing his character who he's never met, who he doesn't know. He said you got some of the things that he said right, and his mannerisms and certain things that he would do, you did it, and you didn't even know him. You did a good job. And I don't know, so it goes to another point that someone was saying earlier, I'm not sure, but you see this film, for example, they had a written script and there were certain things, because Dame had a lot of power over the film, obviously the executive producer or whatever, and there were certain scenes that were obviously written a certain way, but when the actor, like for example, Cameron did this, and he says he did this a good couple times, that when he'd be reading the scene and they'd be acting it out, he'd be like, nah, that doesn't even sound right, I wouldn't say it like that, or he wouldn't say it like that, and then he would literally allow them to change the dialogue to say it how they would say it. Like you see near the end scene when Ace and Rico were in the basketball court, a lot of that was Cameron's dialogue. He actually came up with all of that. And his mannerisms and everything. Like to watch it back, knowing all the changes that he said that he put in, shows his performance. Like he studied this. He did well. So can
I say who my favourite actor was in the whole film? It was the boyfriend.
I think he was going to say
it was the boyfriend.
I was going to say that as well.
Now he pulled it off so well because he was a real dickhead. Everything about him.
When Calvin, I think it's Calvin.
The dinner table scene is so hate him.
I'm sorry, Miss blah blah blah. Your daughter's gonna go now. We're gonna get something to eat. That's
when I say the mum does not like him. Do you realise she doesn't look at him once? Watch that scene again. She doesn't like him.
Yeah, can come and take my daughter from dinner table. Nah, fam, you're done.
No way.
You're done. Seriously, you ain't got
no. But wait, what does she say? She says so. She goes, "No, you can go. She'll be with you shortly." Like she didn't even let her go straight away, innit? Yeah, he's a dickhead. He's an actual dickhead.
He's a big dickhead.
Actual dickhead.
But who do you think was the best?
Do you know what, Cameron? Yeah, he proper surprised me because I've seen him some other stuff and he's terrible, like terrible. But in this, I was like, right, your directors actually got you to actually act. So that's how I know the directors actually did their job properly.
This leads me to my next question. Then, do you think Cameron could have had a career, like an acting career?
Yeah, blatant.
With
the right choices,
yeah,
the right film choices.
Movies,
yeah.
Done something.
I swear, I think in the last podcast I told you about his audition process, innit? Like when he was actually auditioning for this. Like there was a scene where he actually pulled out his gun in the audition.
Oh,
and he's literally scared everybody in the room. And like literally Dave was in the room. I was like, dude, what you doing? Put that away, man. So shit, is that low? He's like, yeah, but I'm just trying to make it look real. I really want this part. Like literally it happened in real life. He was telling the story in his interview. But he's crazy. But he did a good job. I rate him.
And what makes it even more interesting for me, I've actually listened to, the guy that's in jail for actually listened to him and he's talking about the whole thing.
But
and
Rico character.
And then watching a documentary about the guy who Mekhi Phifer plays, the kid being kidnapped and everything. By your uncle, that shit's sad.
But you know what? The one thing I will say is because the AZ character, the real one, he died this year.
Oh shit!
Yeah. And he did a couple of Vlad interviews, and he was talking about the only thing he didn't like is the way they tried to glorify the, because he had something to do with the writing and whatever. But he wanted it to be less glorification of the whole situation.
That's what you put in it. Cause he
didn't like that he looked like he snitched at the end because I thought he snitched. But he goes like, why? If I'm writing the story, why am I going to snitch on? Why am I going to put that? But they flipped it, if that makes sense.
Yeah, he said he repeatedly accused Dame Dash of massively altering and watering down the script. He said he wanted it to be the original version. He wanted it to be a cautionary anti-drugs tale.
It definitely wasn't that. Definitely wasn't that.
And to be honest, I was going to say no, it would have made for a better movie to do it this way, but technically it would have made for a better movie to do it his way. And I'll tell you why, because if you think about it, the premise of the film could have been quite similar to Carlito's Way. That's a cautionary drugs tale, cautionary criminal tale. Because like ultimately, he dies at the end of the film. Do you know what I mean? Even though they try and leave it up in the air where you don't really know, but he dies at the end of the film. Do you know what I mean? Even though he's, narrated it. But yeah,
No, he died. No, Coelho, definitely.
he died. No, he died.
Yeah,
He did. I love the way that story is told. Sorry, digress. Yeah, it's directed. It's Brian De Palma, my third favorite director.
I think it's really up there in terms of hood movies. I think, like Flames said, it fits in with that whole mood of those hood movies. And I think definitely if you ain't watched it, because a lot of people might have slept on Paid in Full.
Yeah, definitely.
If you ain't watched Paid in Full, please draw for that now. I know it's gonna be cheap as fuck from Amazon or something like that. Playing that £2.50. It can't be more than that. Watch that shit, and trust me, it's great performances across the board from all three actors.
Film,
interesting story. Even as you said, the twist with the uncle like killing the but like that was just deep. When you really think about it, that was some deep ass shit. Bro.
Trust me, like do you know what though? Like you know that so I don't give a fuck. It's an Oscar-worthy scene. Mekhi Phifer and Wood Harris in the car seat, in the car, front of the car, when he's telling them how he feels about if something happens to his brother, and when Ace is telling him like, I got any money you need, like I'll give you the money. I need to sell this, I'll give you that. Like that scene, bruv. When I watched that scene last, because I watched it only a couple of weeks ago, I got friggin' emotional. Fam. Like I was sitting in that scene, like you know what he say, you know the part, because I related to it, and you know like when he was saying stuff like the way I feel right now. Anybody that said anything fucked up to me, anybody that's hated, I would fucking kill them right now. Like that's the emotion he pulled out of that scene. This nigga's acting, it wasn't real, but it felt real.
And you have to remember is at them times they was what 19, 20 at the most, yeah. And that would have been like you at 20, someone doing that to Junior.
Imagine
how would you? They were just playing outside.
That? You want to kill everyone.
You do.
Like. I just think like his acting in that scene was like, wow, Mekhi is powerful, you know. Like,
Clockers.
Just to stay on Mekhi for a second. See, yeah, that was his first film. That was his first major role when he smacked that. But real talk, his best performance to date for me personally is actually it's either Paid in Full or shit. I actually forgot the name of the fucking film now. It's really bad.
Okay.
Sorry, I'll get it right here. So,
yeah.
Yeah, I forgot. Okay, sorry.
He's a side.
The Suspect. Please, if you haven't seen The Suspect, I'm telling you now, you need to go watch this film. And I'm not just saying it. I'm telling you to go watch this film because it's one of Mekhi Phifer's best performances. Yeah. And the film is I can't even tell you about it because I'll give it away. It's
okay.
That
don't say
good.
nothing. I don't want no spoilers.
Remember, I told you it's that
The
good.
Suspect,
so
yeah?
we'll have a conversation when
The
you guys have
Suspect.
seen it. Yeah, it's only a couple years old.
And that's a recommendation for you lot listening, man. Go listen to The Suspect. I mean, listen. Go watch The Suspect. Mekhi Phifer's one of his best performances.
Message us. Let me know when you see it.
Let us know.
I want to know how you think of what you think. Yeah.
So I mean, basically, I think this is a big recommendation from everyone. I think it's a movie that you have to check out. If you haven't seen it in years, you should check it out. And I think, do you want to go around and give us some picks?
Yeah, man. There's no point in asking me though, because you know.
Okay. Dan, Woo?
10.
Flames?
Straight.
9.5.
9.5. Graham?
I'm going to assume it's about that. I remember it being about 7.5 maybe.
Okay. I'm going to go 10. It's one of the best hood movies. It's one of the best hood movies. Yeah, and you will feel that again. Seriously, when you watch it.
Yeah, 100% 10. 100% full cone.
The only reason I can't give it a 10 is because I know we know when you know someone was passionate about their when someone was passionate about their project, and then the ending gets changed on them, and I know that's how my man feels about it. So that's why I can't give it a 10 because he had to be happy with it as well. If that makes sense.
That's true. That's true. Okay, this is totally off the point, but kind of agree with what you're saying because it can almost taint your view of the film. Do you know I watched Last Boy Scout the other day? You know Bruce Willis, Damon Wayans film, Tony Scott film, and I read some stuff about it, and I had no idea that film on set was one of the worst films ever to be on set for.
Is it?
Yeah, it had so much problems behind the scenes. Damon Wayans, Bruce Willis don't like each other. Tony Scott. Bruce is a dickhead, bro. That's what I was getting to. Like, a lot of people don't like working with him. So it's kind of like, going off what you said, that's one of my favourite action films of all time. after reading that and finding out all the problems they had on set, it kind of tainted my view of the film. Do you know what I'm saying? I was like, really? It was that bad? And you look at the acting, you're like, but they look like they got on. No, fam. They had beef.
That contained the shit.
Yeah. Definitely. But yeah, that was just a little thing I wanted to throw in there. Go watch that too. Amazing film.
Alright, cool, man. Cool. So we're gonna wrap it up. So we didn't even shout out where people can holler at us if they got something to say or whatever.
Our Twitter and Instagram handles the same. That's at urban_iPlayer. And obviously, let's not forget at 2 Urban Guys. That's the number 2 Urban Guys on Twitter. So go check us out, follow us, and all the good stuff. Yeah. And obviously, don't forget you can log on and listen to us and download us on SoundCloud. And iTunes. That's Urban iPlayer Radio on SoundCloud
Subscribe
and
on
iTunes.
Yes, SoundCloud.
Please do.
And
leave a comment or two.
Definitely. And thank you for listening again, man. We really appreciate the support and our love still. And we want to thank our guests for coming through.
Yes.
Thank Woo. Thank you, Graham.
No problem.
Toot.
Ace, even though he's asleep. Drama, even though he's old. So he's also asleep.
Hilarious.
And yeah, this has been 2 Urban Guys at the movies, man.
Yes. Black Star Power. Ownership is key. We out. Peace.
You are locked into Urban iPlay Radio, the world's first urban podcast network.